Alright, have you ever stopped and wondered, why is glass transparent? I mean, you can see straight through it, but you can't do that with, say, a brick or a piece of wood. Let's break down the science, but don't worry, I'm not gonna fry your brain with quantum physics. First off, let's talk about what light actually is. Light is made up of these tiny particles called photons. Each photon has its own energy, depending on its color. Red light has less energy, blue light has more. Now, when light hits a material, it can get absorbed, reflected, or just pass right through. Whether it gets absorbed depends on the electrons in that material. See, electrons can jump to higher energy levels if they get just the right amount of energy from a photon. But if the photon's energy doesn't match up, the electron just ignores it, and the light keeps moving. Here's where glass is special. Most glass is made of silica. Think sand, but melted and cooled into a solid. The electrons in glass are super tightly bound to their atoms. The gap, the energy gap, between where these electrons are and where they could go next is way bigger than the energy of visible light photons. So when visible light hits glass, its photons just aren't powerful enough to get those electrons to budge. So instead of being absorbed, the light just passes through. That's why you can see right through your window, but you can't see through your front door. But wait, there's more. Glass is what's called an amorphous solid. That means its atoms are arranged all jumbled up, not in neat, repeating patterns like crystals. Without those crystal boundaries, there's nothing for the light to bounce off inside the glass. No scattering, no weird reflections, the light just goes straight through. So why does glass block ultraviolet or infrared light? Good question. UV light has more energy. It can actually give those electrons in glass enough of a kick to jump to the next level, so UV gets absorbed. And infrared, that interacts with the way the atoms in glass vibrate. Think of it like turning up the heat. So, infrared gets absorbed too. That's why glass is only transparent to visible light, the kind our eyes can see. Bottom line, glass is transparent because visible light photons don't have enough juice to get the electrons in glass excited. And the random structure of glass keeps things nice and clear, with hardly any scattering. So next time you're looking out a window, just remember, you're seeing a perfect balance between atoms, photons, and a whole lot of science. Pretty cool.